June definitely was a more normal month compared to May. If you haven't watched the last financial update, I highly suggest you to go and see it. I will leave it into the description and right here, I think. Let's just start with the earnings. As I said, this month is pretty normal. My usual paycheck, which is 1,356 euros for this month. But yeah, this month there is also another voice for the earnings, which is 20 euros. So basically, I have my bank account, my checking account, my saving account with the bank called BBVA. They basically give you the possibility to invite friends, invite others, and if you do that, you get 20 euros for it. I'm not sure of who has this been. It's probably for the previous channel that I had with my best friend. So yeah, the earnings for this month total at 1,376 euros, which is in line or highly higher than my earnings in the last month since my project changed. The expenses were actually kind of high, but there is a reason for it. Starting from the gas, it's a tank. First one with a new car, it's 43 euros and 25 cents. So I don't know if you noticed, but this car has a smaller tank compared to the previous one, and this car actually uses less gas. So it's also one of those positive things, positive aspects of the tragedy that happened last month. There is then the usual 212 euros point 5 for the instruction, again for university. Then let's just skip the fun and save it as the last voice. 30 euros of cigarettes, which is in line. But it's actually, I know that it doesn't show off from the spreadsheet. I'm actually smoking less because let me know if you want a video about it. I've already told you something in the previous financial update. It's been like such a great period for me, and I'm so active. I'm working out so much. I'm going for a walk or for a run for hours a day, so I'm very often outside, way more than the previous months. So the fact that I'm not smoking more, at least in my head, might sound like an excuse. I know it, but the fact that I have more exposure to the possibility of smoking and the fact that I'm not doing it more, I actually see it as a slight improvement. But yeah, as I said in some videos before, I'm gonna focus on stopping smoking in the next year, probably, or yeah, in the next years anyway. 60 euros as other expenses is a bit of stupid things. 10 euros for the haircut. I know it's very cheap and I like it. Then it's 20 euros for a dinner that I had with my coworkers, and then it's 30 euros. I don't know. I'm not really sure about the name of it. It's fantasy football. I did it this year with my coworkers, and yeah, I was one of the ones that didn't classify well, so I just had to pay my quote, which is 30 euros. And yeah, then there is voice fun, which is pretty damn high. It's 728 euros and 37 cents. What has happened? Not that much. So, as you know, since I have a lot to do in my life, thanks God, I can't like film. Oh my God! I can't record these videos like. I have to do them like few months after that. Like in the moment that I'm recording this video, it's the middle of July, and as you can see, I'm on vacation. So part of this 728 euros was to pay the Airbnb I'm in. So, as I said, out of this 728 euros, almost like 350, something like that. It's for the house. Then there is the ticket for a concert, because yeah, I bought the ticket for, you know, I don't know. No, I'm just gonna tell you. I wanted to make you uh, guess it, but yeah, no. It's for the Drake concert in Milan. That it's gonna be in August. Yeah, I don't usually go to concerts. It's just gonna be the second one in my life. But since I, yeah, international artist, you know, just think it's worth it for, yeah. And yeah, the rest of it is also, you know, I've already said it in the previous video, Inter Milan, watching the games with my friend and hanging out with friends. Might have exaggerated a bit, but since I'm not gonna meet them that often in the next months, because we're all gonna be in vacations, yeah, we just hanged out a bit more this month. So the total expenses for this month were 1,082 euros and 11 cents. And this leaves me with slightly less than 300 euros saved up, which equals to a saving rate of 21%. Some considerations, as usual. Yeah, don't have much to say. The other expenses, the haircut, the dinner with the co-workers, not that big of a deal. Fun is pretty high, but yeah, I feel like I need it. Not as an excuse, but for the things that happened in the previous month, and yeah, I'm just getting to know a bit more my friends and things like that, and also sometimes I'm too hard with myself. I know that it doesn't look like that from my expenses probably, but for the last 4 years, I basically had almost no vacation. So what I used to do for the previous 4 years was taking, like usually in Italy, you get paid for 1 month of vacation every year. You usually have 4 to 5 weeks of vacation, and I usually and I just used to use like 1 or 2 per year, and those 1 or 2 was rather to go and meet my ex, or make her come here, and we didn't used to like relax and things. We just used to go and watch things, or anyway, it was just 1 week. When you travel, you go to another country, it's not really a vacation, especially if it's your only week in the year. And and some other weeks I used to go with my best friend, for example, and we used to work at the previous YouTube channel. So I didn't really have, for the past 4 years, a real vacation, like where I turn off everything and yeah, and I just relax. And to be honest, this isn't gonna be a vacation like that also, because yeah, as you can see, I'm already on vacation. It's the middle of July, and in the end, I just took this vacation to film as many videos as possible, because usually I can't, like, considering work, considering university, considering that I have to edit, write the script for the videos, record them, and I have to, yeah, make the program for everything. I'm so busy, and I work out, and I go for runs, and I'm going through a weight loss journey, and I'm doing like certifications, IT certifications for my job, to hopefully have some raises and like change job in the next month. And yeah, so I feel like this isn't gonna be a relaxed vacation in the end either. And yeah, another thing that I wanted to tell you, this is gonna be, I mean, this is a solo trip, and I just want to take a moment to talk about it, because I feel like it's really interesting. I didn't choose to do a solo trip because I didn't have options. I could have invited some of my friends. I'm not like one of those people that doesn't have friends or things like that. I could have invited few friends, and like, even though it's a solo trip, I've been texting my friends, I've been calling them, and yeah, they always check up on me. But one of the things that I'm trying to focus on in this last period is spending more time alone and becoming more comfortable with it. And it's actually more difficult than I thought, because I thought I was already better. I thought I was like at a better stage of being well within myself, even though if you would ask all my friends, they would say that of me, because I'm usually like someone that tends to stay alone, that likes even to stay alone. I'm a silent person. I'm someone that goes to the park every day, works out for hours, and I don't struggle with it. I'm not in a relationship. I haven't been in a relationship for almost 1 year at this point, more like 8, 10 months, I don't know, and I don't have problems with it. Like, but yeah, even considering that, and even considering that in the last months, I've been slightly doing more and more like solo things. For example, yeah, other than running, working out more and more, I started sometimes doing activities that you wouldn't typically do alone. I started doing them alone. For example, sometimes I go to the restaurant alone, yeah, things like that. I feel like it's really helping me, but as I said, it's being harder than I thought. But this actually motivates me, because I thought I was, since I thought I was better at this proved me that there still is, of course, much to work on. So I still have lots of potential to unlock, and I'm actually really happy about it. So yeah, the first day was pretty hard, but right now it's going pretty well, and I feel like it's something that everyone should do. Uh, yeah, just let me know in the comments if you would like a dedicated video. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't think it's gonna be that good or whatever. I think it's gonna be a bit boring, but since I would like you to like comment and like be part of my journey, and like since I would like you to get to know me in a slightly more personal way, even though of course the limits of being behind a camera. Let me know in the comments if you would like some considerations on my solo trip, because there has been struggles, and I feel like talking about that could help lots of people, and yeah, it could maybe motivate them on doing solo trips, which is actually something I truly believe that it's something not that maybe everyone should like, but something that everyone should try, for sure. I think there is no doubt on it. So anyway, these were my earnings, my expenses, and as usual, after the financial part of how my month well, some considerations, because I feel like that's my favorite part of the financial updates. But yeah, let's now talk about investments, even though there isn't much to talk about. As I said in the previous video, since there has been few things going on, and since I expect more things to be going on in next months, I decided to not invest, at least for now. I would like to make my cash reserve, my liquidity higher, because yeah, as I told you in the previous video, my parents are divorcing, and day by day is, no, at this point I can tell you, because it's the middle of July. From the 1st of August, officially, me and my dad are gonna leave the house, and we're gonna live together, while my mom is gonna stay with my brother. And I don't want to go too much into details, just for respect for my parents. But yeah, my parents are not in a good financial situation, and so of course I offered to help my dad, and since he doesn't have that much money set aside, I will surely have to help him monthly with the rent, and I will surely have to give him some money for like the first part, because like when you go, I think it's everywhere like that, but since I'm not pretty sure, at least in Italy, when you get an apartment, when you get to rent it, you need to pay like uh, an anticipation of like 3 months, just like as caution, in case something happens. Of course, if everything goes well, at the end of the contract, they give your money back. So it's not really an expense, but my dad doesn't have that money, so I'm gonna help him with that. And I actually offered to help him more than that, but it has a bit of ego, so he doesn't really want me to help him. But let's see how it goes. And yeah, since there still is a bit of uncertainty, it's still not clear how much my dad is gonna have to pay for my brother. And so since there is this uncertainty, I prefer right now to not invest, because I think it's stupid. Even though, yeah, I could invest a few thousand, but I don't care. Just making my cash reserve higher. Let's talk maybe about this later. Let's focus on investments now. I didn't invest this month, as I said, but investments kept going pretty well. They actually went up by almost like €1,000 after the volatility that there was with the Trump situation and things. It looks like markets are slowly getting to where they were before. Yeah, but as usual, I don't really care about how my investments go, especially on a monthly base. My strategy is that, and I'm gonna keep that for at least a few years, or anyway till my situation remains the same. And talking about my investment strategy, since I don't want to talk about it in every video, in every financial update, of course, I made a specific video about my investment strategy and my asset allocation. I'm gonna leave it in the description and right here, I think here. So yeah, talking about my net worth. As you can see, those basically €300 went straight into the saving. So my liquidity is a bit higher. It's €4,600. As usual, there is the card depreciation. Oh my god, my pronunciation sometimes is off. Sorry. Just be kind with me. Remember that English is not my first language, and I used to speak it so bad till like a few years ago. But anyway, yeah, let's focus on my finances. I know that I tend to avoid it, but yeah. My net worth for the month of June was €33,157 and 96 cents, which is €710 and 9 cents higher than the previous month. I feel really good about it. It's been actually like few months where I spent way more than I wanted. And even though that happened, in the last 2 months, basically, my net worth went up by what? Like €3,600, which is crazy. Like, of course, most of it is from my investments. But yeah, I feel good about it. One of the things that I surely have to do. Oh, wait. Before talking about, yeah, these things, as you might have noticed, there isn't a voice anymore, or there is a blank voice, which is coins. And yeah, why did I even have €55 worth of coins? It's because I'm not gonna tell you exactly why, but it was a strategy that I used to have when I was like in high school to save money. yeah, and then those coins just kept being there, didn't know what to do. So yeah, what I decided, I mean, let me know if you want a specific video on that strategy. I think it can be really helpful for young guys who get like money from their parents, and especially for actually all the people that use bills to pay and not a card. Anyway, what I decided to do is that, yeah, those 55 euros, I still have them, but I'm gonna give them slowly throughout the months and the year, like to people who need it more. I really like when like I go out and things like that, to every person that I stop that asks for money and I can see he or they needs it. I really like to help them at least a little bit. Anyway, what I was saying was that surely in the next months I need to focus on getting on track again with my expenses, because sure, it's been a rough period and I've had some like one-time expenses, but the fun has been pretty high, so I need to compensate at least. So yeah, I would really like for the next month to keep them on track, which doesn't exactly mean like making them lower, but at least being a bit more cheap for the things that I do. Like I don't want to be drastic. As you can see, I took this week of vacation for myself, and yeah, I actually went to another region. Yeah, but I'm gonna talk about it in the specific video. But I tried to be extra cheap. Like I found the cheapest place. I decided to come here with the car, even though I was alone and I was a bit scared. I decided to stay in Italy because I get tickets. Don't want to talk about too much about it, but basically I don't pay for groceries. And yeah, I've been just trying to be really cheap, and yeah, I need to do that, and I'm surely gonna focus on it on the next month. Another thing that I want to talk about, I knew that I was able to get paid more, but I never really focused on it because my initial plan was to move to Switzerland in September with my best friend. So I never thought it made that much sense to change job for like few months, and like what, maybe you get paid a few €100 more every month, but you change that and like it's not seen that well by HR. And I thought, yeah, I'm working full remote, I can focus on maybe studying more for university and for IT certifications, which I'm actually doing them, so I can then just get to Switzerland and get a better job there. But yeah, since that plan is not a plan anymore, I don't plan on going to Switzerland not in September. My plan switched, and till actually a few weeks ago, my plan was to, again, basically do the same, so concentrate on IT certifications, even though I was sure that I could have changed job immediately and earn a bit more. What I wanted to do is not go and earn a bit more. I wanted to put a bit more effort and go and earn significantly more. So my initial goal was to like starting to look for jobs for like September, October, November, or even actually like the start of the new year, maybe like around January or some things. But what happened is that without reaching out for everyone, without trying to find a new job, they offered me a new job and they're gonna pay me more. If you saw the previous video, you know that in Italy they can pay you with like 13 paychecks per year or with 14 paycheck per year. And I'm gonna earn, like, I'm not sure yet, but I should be earning like 2, 3, maybe 400 euros more every month. And I'm gonna get one paycheck more every year. So that could total to like 4, 5,000 euros net per year more. And even though I think I could do even better, and even though the initial plan was to not change, since there is the situation with my dad, and since we have to move out, and since I need to help him with the expenses, with the rent, I'm not gonna be a good employee. I feel like that. I think that I'm probably gonna stay in this company for like 6 months, maybe even less. But even though if it's 6 months, let's say it's gonna be like 3,000 euros more. In this moment, I need it, and I can't say no just because I feel like I deserve more. So what I'm gonna do is, I already accepted the offer. So from the middle of August, I'm gonna start in the new job, and yeah. So in the next financial updates, you're gonna see that. Yeah, but the goal remains that at around like, I don't know, probably like December, January, I would like to go and make that step, like, and instead of earning like 1,600, 1,700, I would really like to rather do the big step or get into a company that even if it doesn't pay me more, it gives me like some possibilities, believes in me, and maybe it's like a top 4. I am thinking right now at Deloitte, something like that. So yeah, anyway, sorry as usual if I talked too much, but yeah, can't help it, but I really like talking about these topics, and I hope that, yeah, you enjoy this kind of videos. Well, if like my financial bills are more cut, I'm more serious, I'm more focused, I hope that some of you appreciate more these videos that are a bit more raw, a bit more, yeah, with less cuts and longer. So yeah, as usual, thank you for watching, and yeah, I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye.